Oh, hi there. Now, TommyInnit, don't really watch him. Same with Dream, don't really care for their content. But I saw some people talking about how TommyInnit, or Tommy, had a pop at Dream, and I feel like this is kind of a standard thing now. Need some more attention to whatever. Have a pop at Dream, call him a few names if you know him personally, or if you're in that kind of Minecraft spear type thing. You know, it's easy, just say some stuff that isn't true, have a go at Dream. People believe it because some people hate Dream, and then they'll kind of keep watching and believe whatever narrative that you're kind of popping up. It's just so fucking bizarre now, since Dream has completely cleared his name over time. I get that this may be old news, but I'm slowly catching up on a few things. I really wanted to talk about this because there's tons of inconsistencies, and I kind of also think that Tommy exposed himself as well. Oh, it wasn't the best thing. When I first saw all of this, I was like, okay, it's weird. But after kind of seeing both videos, I really want to talk about just how Tommy is such a nasty person in this. Let's start with Tommy. Now, I don't know too much about Tommy. I know that he's a YouTuber. I don't watch his content. I've seen clips of him, but again, his content isn't for me and it's not aimed for me. From what I have seen, he kind of reminds me of someone's little brother that always wants to hang out with his brother and his friends, and he's really, really annoying. Now, when I saw Tommy's video, I thought, oh man, this is going to be like 20 minutes. I was expecting that 20-minute long through with all the evidence that's been going on, but no, it's like 5 minutes and 39 seconds, and I was like, oh, okay, this isn't too bad to sit through. Now, I'm not going to go over everything. I'm trying not to go over everything in the video, but there are key points to me that kind of really stick out, and I kind of really want to talk about it, and then we'll jump to Dream stuff.
Hello, this video is a message to Dream. If you've been off the internet the past couple days and haven't kept up, basically, if you're one of my subscribers, Dream has called you a slur. So deal with that how you want. Okay, now look, I have Dream blocked on everything, and I intend to keep it that way. So Dream, hello mate, let's just dive right in, shall we? Let's talk about you calling all my fans the R-slur. You can't throw around the R-slur, mate. You just can't. My mum worked with adults with disabilities, and since I was 12, I volunteered with her. These are real, fucking amazing people, who I think of like family, who actually get called this slur. And you do not just throw it around. It's impossibly immature and reckless and sets such a shitty precedent to everyone. Shame on you, man.
Now, I'm not going to think that no one has used this type of language before. I would imagine that Tommy would have said something like this in the past, or worse in his career. Now, do I think that Dream should have posted it? No, but that's completely up to him. With also writing this script at the time, hearing what Tommy said in Dream's video is very, very interesting, and Tommy should be ashamed for it. But keep watching the video and you'll find out.
In your stream you slagged off a lot of my pals. Come on, mate. I mean, my friends are all idiots, but they have bloody good hearts. However, with your group, I cannot believe how the George stuff from a year ago went down. I cannot believe the response to it online. It's disgusting. It's sexist, man. And you and your friends' references and the way you talk about women behind the scenes has been so sexist too. Shame on you guys.
I kind of remember the George stuff, but that was such a long time ago that I might need a refresher. But then turning around and accusing Dream and Dream's friends of stuff that they said, and you don't actually show any evidence, then how do we know it's been said? We've always said that we need evidence, like you could say absolutely anything, but if you don't have the stuff to back it up and you're turning it into a fact, then it needs to be shown rather than just say, oh, this is what's happened. Believe me, trust me, bro. It doesn't kind of work out now. We actually need evidence to see this to actually believe you, because you could say a ton of different things and expect the audience to say it's true. And when it's proven not to be true, then it makes you look like the bad guy and your word drops down quite a lot. No one's going to trust what you say in the future, and people will start to turn around and leave. You don't want to lie to your audience on this one. In this entire video, there is no evidence. Like, it's very lacking in it. It's like, hey, trust me on this one. And again, if you're gonna make claims, then back it up. It's the best thing to do. Just throwing out things like that might have some consequences. You can say freedom of speech, but you're not freedom of consequences.
When I was 16, you gave me YouTube advice, and you held that over my head for years. You didn't treat me like an equal, and you made me feel small. The Dream SMP, a lot of your success just wouldn't have happened without me. Streaming every single night on the server and caring about everything as much as I did. And you made me feel small about that. And I was a kid. Shame on you, man. And you knew what you were doing, because I've watched you do it to other people too. And if you didn't, and that was just an accident, then fucking hell, man.
Now, you would think that if Dream was holding things over you, like being mean, etc., then where is your evidence? Now, I would imagine that when you're younger, you wouldn't say anything, but as you're older, you would have said something by now. You would have shown some stuff in a long video rather than a 5-minute video. When looking at Dream's response, something that he mentioned kind of makes sense. If Dream was holding things over you, then show the receipts, any screenshots, any clips. Then Tommy mentions that he's seen Dream do the same sort of thing to others that has happened to him. But where is your evidence? Why aren't you actually properly sticking your neck out to protect those people? Can they come forward a little bit, or like give you information, show you screenshots and you redact sensitive information? Or is this just got to, we have to trust your word? Now we're going to move over to Dream's video and kind of look at that one. It's a little bit longer than what Tommy said, but you know, let's go through it.
Tommy, you and some of your friends have been spreading disproven lies about me for over a year and a half. When I had false allegations made about me, it was one of the hardest times of my life, and you and your friends decided that after I went through the hell of debunking them, that you would continue to spread, joke about, and support these lies. Don't believe me that you've been doing this? Let's just hear your own best friend confirm that this has been happening.
I get why he might be mad about the lies. That group being like, he's a pedophile all the time, which again, I don't like. I think we shouldn't joke about people being pedophiles unless we actually know for sure. Because, dude, the Brighton lot, I want to stop throwing out random strays and calling people pedophiles just for cheap laughs.
As you guys know, I made a video debunking those allegations, and after my video, the accusers even came forward and admitted that they were not true.
I'm now wondering why Tommy isn't calling out his friends for spreading lies and misinformation about Dream. Calling and joking about saying someone is a PDF file, I would say is a lot worse than posting the R word. I mean, Dream can delete it, but if you're joking about something that isn't true, then why are you going to keep doing it? Is it just because it's hip to hate on Dream and that's the reason why you keep doing it? And you think, yeah, I'm gonna make as much fun, and me and my mates are gonna constantly call him a PDF file. Ha 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 ha. Tommy, if you're gonna call his friends out for talking about whatever, I think you need to call your friends out. But you know, again, apparently they have
bloody good hearts. You and your friends' references and the way you talk about women behind the scenes has been so sexist too. Shame on you guys.
I don't even know what this is about. You don't provide any context or evidence to what you're saying.
I think what Tommy was trying to do on this one was to start something. If you say he's sexist, the way that Dream talks about women, etc., without any context, to me shows that Tommy wanted to start something. Get the old community talking and be like, oh shit, Dream is this and Dream is that. But when the tables are turned and Dream said this,
I don't even know what this is about. You don't provide any context or evidence to what you're saying. TommyInnit, your racist behavior behind the scenes is unacceptable. You are a racist behind the scenes, and it's unacceptable. Shame on you.
But then when the tables are turned and Dream says stuff about Tommy with no context, then do we believe that Tommy is racist? I'm going to say this, I don't think he is. But if you're leaving no context to this whatsoever, then this can slowly damage your rep. And if this goes around, people will start believing what Dream has said about Tommy.
You're mad that I criticized your friends in a 3-hour-long live stream with screenshots and receipts of their not so good behavior, so you just make stuff up about my friends? I mean, you didn't have a problem interviewing Sapnap in one of your videos recently.
Sapnap! Well, Sapnap, you see, today I'm no longer TommyInnit, famed Minecraft YouTuber. I'm actually Professor Respect. Okay, well, it's good to see you.
Oh, and you tried to interview George, but he walked away because he didn't want to be in your video. So there's two options. Either 1, they're not bad people, or 2, you don't care enough to not profit off of them. Like, you'll be best friends with Logan Paul in private, but then the second it becomes beneficial for people to think that you don't like him, then all of a sudden you have a problem with all those shitty things that he's done.
He has booked another flight to Japan.
I think this really shows something. If you think that they are cool, then you're going to be their best mate. But when it comes to the point where someone hates on someone, then they're going to jump in on it and stuff and be like, oh, I hate them too, and here's all of this. You normally see this in a trend in friend groups or maybe at work, you know, in a social gathering as well, where you just hate on them to think that they are cool. If you don't agree with the social norm, then you're an outcast. and you get left out on things. Tommy's video was something that I think came out of nowhere. I haven't seen anything when it comes to Dream, when he debunked everything. So hearing all of this stuff now shows that Tommy just went in for no reason. Maybe Tommy wants to fit in with his friends. Maybe that's what he thinks is the best thing on this one. But to me, I just generally think that he hated on him for no apparent reason.
I'm not just selling USB baby photos or lazily designed merchandise, alright? I'm doing the best with what I have.
Tommy, you say that like it's a slight on me, when my entire merch brand was built by my family, in my hometown. Like, the reason there was ever a USB flash drive sold that had pictures of me on it was because it was my mom's idea, and Tommy knows that.
With a package too. A Dream hoodie, but with me on.
All the designers are local people working with my local family business. And this also let me make sure that all of my fans had a good merch experience.
That is really cool.
I didn't make the most money that way, but I'm happy that I did it. Tommy went with a merch company that actually had some really cool designs, with some very hardworking child laborers to make it possible. Unfortunately, that company also scammed a bunch of his viewers, and multiple of his creator friends got scammed and literally never got paid, and the company went bankrupt.
The biggest creators in the world are at the center of a scam, and I don't know if I should talk about it.
Some have been defrauded, others are associated, and most are plain embarrassed.
This is actually true and was investigated by CoffeeZilla.
It's very interesting that Dream has put this in the video, and I'm kind of wondering, has Tommy come out and addressed all of this stuff? Has he addressed the Chinese sweatshop effectively? Has he come out and talked about the company that he went with scamming people, which again has been in a CoffeeZilla video, and I watched all of it. Now, come on, has Tommy come out and addressed this, or has he just swept it under the rug, hoping that no one's doing it? When looking at Tommy's website for merch, absolutely nothing on there. So again, I want to know if Tommy has come out and mentioned anything, because Dream puts up a very good case, and all of these allegations that happened on, has Tommy come out and actually addressed all the Dream stuff, or did he just kind of carry on making his YouTube videos? Come on, mate, it's not fair. You can't really leave that, can you? It's, why not address people on it?
Like, I edit my own videos. I'm sure Tommy can knock out videos pretty quick, because at one point he had a literal editor sweatshop where his editors made less than minimum wage, and we're also getting fans to edit the videos for free for them. But to each their own. Everyone has a different style of YouTube. I don't get the high and mighty. Like, it's not just in this video. Like, recently Tommy's been emboldened that he is the savior of YouTube or something.
This is what I found very interesting when it came to Dream's video. I know that some YouTubers get other people to edit their stuff. I edit my own stuff because it's easier and I can see how I want it. But seeing Tommy pay a low amount, like £50 to $50 per video, but thinking how long it takes to put in the work, it could take absolute hours, maybe longer, adding in subtitles, fancy stuff. But considering how much money you would get from a big channel and money coming in, you could pay them more. This stuff literally fucking pisses me off so much. You pay your editors a lot rather than just a small amount. If you're paying them as little as that, then people should stay away from you. They shouldn't literally go to you or ask for an editing job whatsoever, and you shouldn't be lowballing these people. Pay them a decent amount. But then also reading that you would get your fans to edit for you, I'm guessing that this would have happened for free, because a lot of people will do that for you to have a chance to get to know you, to see content behind the scenes. This is what people want. So of course they're going to try and edit for free, but you taking advantage of that, I think that's not right. I think that's fucking horrible, right? Fucking horrible. I do hope that these allegations, Tommy can show that he's paid them for what they're worth, actually pay them more. But imagine getting an email or DM saying, hey, could you edit this? Most fans would do it for free because they want to prove that they can do it on a regular basis and get closer to their role model.
But then Tommy says something I don't even know what. Just listen to this.
You harassed my mum as she was going through a divorce. The worst time of her life. You are like a proper movie villain.
Okay, so after seeing everything, like literally everything, I think we have to put in a call to Kevin Feige at Marvel, demand that he put Dream as the next big villain. I mean, the entire message sets up for at least 3 movies and maybe 2 TV shows. How dare Dream do this? Cancel him again for 100 years. In fact, no, make it 200 years and make sure every channel talks about this and nothing more. No more drama. Let's talk about how Dream did this. It's proper movie stuff. Man, this is villainous stuff. Oh, fucking hell.
Okay guys, I'm gonna reveal to you this harassment. The proper movie villain harassing of Tommy's mom that I did. Before I show you, just picture in your mind the harassment. Here it comes. This one message is the only contact that I have ever had with Tommy's mom.
You harassed my mum. Proper movie villain.
This message starts with, just thought I'd let you know that I don't agree with lots of people replying to you and I don't want you to be attacked at all.
You harassed my mum.
And the context to this is that Tommy's mom was arguing with Dream fans on Twitter about Tommy making fun of my stutter in a video. Some of my fans were upset and she was replying to them. I sent her this singular message on Twitter, letting her know that I didn't agree with my fans that Tommy's portrayal of my stutter was ableist, but also letting her know that I didn't like the rest of the video because it was causing additional harassment for me that I was already getting because this was at the peak of the allegations. And Tommy, of course, didn't show any evidence for any of this stuff because it makes it look ridiculous if he did. Like, he literally says that I'm a cartoon villain for this DM.
You are like a proper movie villain.
Like, this is the Dream SMP Chapter 2 and I've escaped the prison. Like, the way he words that, you would think I spammed his mom's phone for weeks with slurs and threats.
So I also want to know, why was Tommy making fun of Dream stutter? I thought that we weren't allowed to do something like that. I thought that it was definitely mean. But that's mainly it. So I'm now thinking that Tommy hasn't given any evidence to back up absolutely anything in his video. Now, I think that Tommy saw something that made him go two ways. One, Tommy and his friends want to continue bagging on Dream because they don't want to let it go. We've seen it in Dream's response, and you know they want more and more people to jump on the hate train again. Or number two, make a hate Dream video, do the bare minimum, put him down and big yourself up and promote your product, hoping that you'll get an extra few people in seats or more ears on your podcast. You mentioned that you didn't like Dream using the R slur, and then you're going after him and joking that he's a PDF file. How is that fair? Tommy, you mentioned that you didn't like Dream using the R slur, and then you're going after him and joking that he's a PDF file. How is that actually fair that you can say everything trying to bring someone down when you're causing shit yourself? Also, from what I've learned about Tommy, then he has the following. He had a sweatshop making his merch, or he used to, screwing over or taking advantage of his editors and fans, lying, calling someone a PDF file when they're not. From what I've seen, Tommy has literally opened a can of worms for people to look into him. I think Tommy wanted to start drama with Dream to gain traction to promote his comedy tour as well as his podcast, but it didn't work. It literally put a spotlight on him. I generally don't think that Tommy is going to respond to Dream because then he would have to show all this evidence, and I don't think he has it. So of course he's not going to do it because it would expose literally his friends and himself, and that's nothing that he wants. I am going to leave it there. What do you think about this? Who do you think is in the right? Let me know down below in the comments and let's discuss. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I think this is doable, so let's smash this goal. Let's go! And with that, I'll catch you in the next video.